Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully created one of the React application with using that Vite. So now friend, with this Vite, I want to run our project, and also you can able to build this project. So both of these we can do that work with using that Vite command. Let's do that work. Like that is our project right here. Right now I have already created one of the React application with using that Vite, and if you go to that our terminal, so that is actually our terminal, right? So that is the same terminal. You can also able to open it into the Visual Studio Code editor. Either then you can also, as I told you, simply go to particular this folder, and here if you run as a CMD, now you can see that is actually our appropriate path. Right, you can also run it from here. Rather than if you want to run it from our Visual Studio Code editor, you can also able to run it like here. If you go, like that is our Visual Studio Code, and here if you go to that our terminal, and from to this area you can also able to create one of the new terminal. Like right now I want to open one of the new terminal, and you can see that is exactly the same file path. Okay, so in here, if you want to run this project, here we have to run it as a npm. So that will be as a npm and then run, and then that will be as a dev. So when you run it as a npm run dev, so now then that will be created one of the development environment. Now click as a enter. Now it will be provided you one of the development environment. You can see that is actually now our URL. So here if you now copy it and now go to your browser, and into the browser if you write down like that is our local host as a 5173. Now click as a enter. Yes, you can see our React project is successfully created. So it's also created with the Vite, so that is a Vite plus React. Okay, so both of this is now successfully running. Okay, right now we don't need that Node.js. I want to make it as a clean right now. So our project is running. So as I told you, when you run it as a npm run dev, it will be give you one of the development server URL. So that is actually our total URL, and now our React project is running by this URL. And also you can run the another command, because here as I told you I have installed that Vite and then React, right? So here we successfully run it by the npm run dev. So if you want to close it, like right now I want to kill this terminal, I want to open another new terminal. Here you can also run it by the npx, so that will be the npx. Okay, npx Vite. So when you run it as a npx dig, that will be do the same things that is npm run dev actually do. Like here right now again, if you make it as a npx Vite, and you can see it's also created another URL, right? So that is another our development URL is generated at the same port, that is as 5173, and you can see that is a 5173, and our project is also now successfully running. So right now if you also want to build it, right now here we successfully run it by the Vite, and now you can also able to build it. So in that case we have to do, I want to better close it again. I want to open the terminal. Okay, here I want to go to the terminal again, create on the new terminal. If you want to build it, then you have to write it as a npm run, and then that will be as a build. Okay, build. So if you want to run it, then that will be as a npm run dev. If you want to build it, then that will be as a npm run build. So when you create it as a npm run build, then what exactly that will be do? Like I show you, if you now click as a enter, now you can see it's actually created one of the production level project. It's now created one of the distribution folder. So into the distribution folder area, it's now created one of the folder as a asset folder, that is index.html, and that is our Vite svg file. Okay, so that is all that our project. So when you run it as a npm run build, that will be actually our production base folder. So that is our production base distribute folder. And on when you upload this project in your any web host area, into this web host area, then only you have to upload this distribution folder. Okay, so that is the distribution folder. When you upload it, your React project will be executed. I hope you get some of the point. So if you build it, so that will be your production based project. Okay, laterly I will also discuss about that things with you. Right now if you want to create it, so that's how that is our distribution folder area. It will be generated all that your bundle package. Okay, everything will be in here. And also, if you don't want to run it by the npm run build, you can also run it in another way. I show you. In that case, right now I want to better remove it. I delete this folder. Okay, I simply delete this folder. That will be do the same things. I want to delete it, and here I want to close it. And here you can see our folder is deleted, and again I want to open another new terminal. So before we build it by using that npm run build, and also here if you want to run it with the Vite, you can also able to run it. Then that will be as a npx, and then that will be as a Vite, and then that will be as a build. npx Vite build. Now if you click as enter, that will be do the same production level things. You can see it's again created another distribution folder, and all that our file folder that is bundling in our distribution folder. So that will be for our production base folder. Literally when I created some of the project, we'll deploy this project in our web host, then that will be needed. Okay, I hope it's very clear to you, friend. Right now we don't need it. I want to close it. I want to run it, our terminal. I want to run our that will be as a npm run and dev, run and then the dev. Now click as a enter. Now our production base, that is our URL, is successfully loaded, and if you go, you can see our project is successfully running. So in our next video, friend, I want to discuss about all that our React.js file structure. So if you are very beginner, so first of all, if you know that all file structure, how that React actually work, then that will be helpful to you. Okay, in our next video, I want to discuss about that things with you. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.